Hey folks, welcome back to the channel where we dive into the heavy hitters of modern warfare. Picture this: massive floating fortresses that dominate the seas, packing enough firepower to turn the tide of any battle. We are talking about the world's largest aircraft carriers, multi-billion-dollar behemoths that serve as America's ultimate symbol of naval might. In this episode, we'll break down their jaw-dropping size, cutting-edge tech, and the high-stakes life aboard these giants. Stick around. You won't want to miss how these ships keep our skies and seas secure. Alright, let's jump right in and unpack what makes these aircraft carriers the undisputed kings of the ocean. These bad boys aren't just ships. They're mobile military bases that project power anywhere in the world. Building one of these monsters costs around $4 billion and takes years of hard work from thousands of skilled folks. When it's done, you've got a vessel that's over 1,000 feet long. That's like 3 football fields end to end, and towering about 250 feet high. It's not just about the size, though. These carriers are engineered to handle everything from launching fighter jets to keeping a crew of thousands comfortable during long deployments. Think about it. Sailors live on these things for months at a time. So the design includes all the creature comforts you'd expect in a small city. There's big gym spaces where the crew can blow off steam with workouts, well-stocked stores for grabbing snacks or essentials, and top-notch air conditioning to beat the heat out at sea. They've got cozy sleeping quarters and rest areas tailored for downtime. A dedicated retail team runs the onboard shops, and any profits from sales go straight back into morale-boosting stuff like events or extra amenities. It's all about making sure the team stays sharp and motivated. Food-wise, these carriers are like floating restaurants on steroids. Multiple grocery spots and dining halls churn out around 15,000 fresh meals every single day when they're deployed. We are talking breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between, all prepped to keep energy levels high. The daily tab for running the whole operation? About 65 grand. That's the kind of logistics that keeps everything humming smoothly, from the bridge to the engine room. Now, safety is priority one on these floating powerhouses. That's where something called a general assessment comes in. It's basically a regular checkup to spot any risks before they turn into problems. These carriers represent the pinnacle of naval dominance and national muscle, so keeping them operational without a hitch is crucial. The assessment process helps prevent accidents, injuries, or health issues that could pop up in such a high-pressure environment. It's all about identifying hazards early and figuring out ways to dial down the chances of them happening. This isn't some slapdash thing. It's a methodical approach that ensures everything's done with pinpoint accuracy. They train crews to apply these checks consistently, with ongoing reviews that adapt as needed. It's routine stuff, but it ramps up safety and even cuts down on environmental impacts. Risk isn't static, it changes with conditions, so handling it takes experience, solid training, and the right mindset. Human factors play a huge role. How people spot issues, stay aware, and make decisions all feed into the process. When everyone's on the ball, it leads to smarter choices and a safer ship overall. Shifting gears to the heart of what these carriers do, maintaining and operating aircraft right on the deck. Flight ops at sea push the limits, so the Navy has time-tested procedures that go beyond any single mission or tech. Modern carriers launch the most advanced jets, and the complexity is off the charts. No one person knows every single step required to get planes in the air safely, reliably, and on schedule. It's a team effort through and through. Most maintenance happens right on board. But some bigger jobs need more space and get handled back on land. For example, swapping out an engine or doing heavy mechanical fixes. Totally doable at sea. But things like major corrosion fixes or full repaints, better suited for shore facilities. Electrical systems, electronics, and weapons? Those get tuned up while underway, no problem. Aircraft maintenance breaks down into 3 levels: organizational, intermediate, and depot, often shorthand as O-level, I-level, and depot. The first 2 can be knocked out on the carrier itself, keeping things efficient. Depot-level stuff, though, requires specialized setups ashore. It's a smart system that maximizes uptime for the fleet. Take the F-18, for instance. It's a real workhorse in the US arsenal. This jet's super versatile. By swapping parts and add-ons, it can switch from air superiority fighter to ground attack mode in no time. That flexibility helps the Navy and Marines dominate the skies. It's got spots under the wings and fuselage for carrying extra fuel, bombs, missiles, you name it, even up to nuclear payloads if needed. High-performance specs make it even more adaptable, handling a wide range of missions with ease. Deck operations are key to getting these birds off and back safely. On these massive amphibious assault ships, the jets are built for vertical landings, which is a game changer. Look at the F-35. It's loaded with unmatched avionics and powered by the Pratt & Whitney F135, hands down the most powerful fighter engine out there. This thing can cruise up to 900 nautical miles and hit speeds over 1,200 miles per hour. Of the three variants, the F-35B is the one with short takeoff and vertical landing capability, or STOVL for short. That STOVL tech means it can operate from land bases or carriers without a hitch. It lands straight down like a chopper and takes off from short strips, perfect for remote spots or ships with limited runway space. At over $100 million a pop, it's one of the priciest jets around. And right now, it's exclusively flown by the US Marine Corps. It's all about giving our forces that edge in any scenario another. Standout with vertical landing chops is the AV-8B Harrier II. This bird's been in the game since the late 60s, but constant upgrades have kept it lethal, with better range and safety features. It's a cornerstone for the Marines' all-STOVL strategy, letting them provide air support in tough, expeditionary environments where runways are scarce. The Harrier's got 22,000 pounds of thrust, so it hovers like a helicopter then blasts forward at jet speeds. Missions? You got it. Striking ground or air targets, escorting helos, air defense, recon, and close air support. With its mix of missiles and bombs, it can tackle just about anything thrown its way. That adaptability is why it's still a vital player. Okay, now let's pivot to another beast in the US Navy's lineup, the USS Zumwalt. This is the lead ship in a new class of multi-mission destroyers built to amp up naval firepower from the waves. These ships are jacks of all trades, packing the latest in tech like an advanced electric propulsion system, a wave-piercing tumble-home hull for stealth, and cutting-edge weapons costing about $4.4 billion. The Zumwalt was touted as one of the most high-tech vessels ever when it hit the water. As a guided missile destroyer, its main gig is providing anti-aircraft cover for the fleet. Construction kicked off in October 2008, it launched in 2013, and the Navy commissioned it in 2016. Today, it's seen as the pinnacle of surface warfare innovation. The design screams stealth, a backswept bow and that inward-sloping tumble-home hull make it hard to spot on radar. It's about the length of 2 football fields, can host 2 helicopters and a couple of attack boats, but shows up on enemy screens as something tiny, like a 50-foot fishing boat. Inside, it's got 2 advanced gun system turrets loaded with rocket-assisted, GPS-guided rounds for precision strikes. There's a massive data center running the show, automating a ton of systems to keep the crew lean. Plus, 80 missile bays ready to launch anti-ballistic, surface-to-surface, or surface-to-air missiles. The Navy's even testing next-gen weapons like railguns and lasers on this platform, stuff straight out of sci-fi, but real and game-changing. Wrapping it all up, these carriers and destroyers like the Zumwalt showcase America's commitment to staying ahead in naval tech. From the massive scale and daily life aboard to the intricate maintenance and advanced aircraft ops, it's a world of precision, power, and patriotism. These ships don't just float. They command respect and ensure our forces can respond anywhere, anytime. If you're as pumped about this as I am, hit that subscribe button so you catch all our deep dives into military marvels. We'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there.